bigger the rest.
Kazia then just finds herself at the head of the market. And Fork Lightning, daughter of Galileo, from a top yard out of William Haggis, and Danny Tudhope looking for a quick fire double. Well held in her only start at Doncaster, but off 250 days since.
Yeah, she didn't show an awful lot on that Donny run, and she finished well beaten. But you'd expect Royal Welcome, but this filly looks fine today, and the stable and jockey couldn't be in better form, particularly the jockey. Danny Tudhope, after his 4 winners at Royal Ascot, he's already been in the winner's enclosure this afternoon.
And you've mentioned Royal Welcome, daughter of Kingman, sandwich in between them two in the betting. Siglo 6 for Hugo Palmer and Jack Mitchell.
I think this race wouldn't be a lot better than the one he ran in here last time. Slightly different ground, but it was a big step forward from his first run. They've retained the hood. He's worn that both outings. Siglo 6. I thought he looked very, very fit, and you'd expect him to improve for the extra furlong as well.
Amber Star, albeit she was well held, but I thought she showed a bit over course and distance here last time out.
Just a little bit, yeah. She's
small field.
I was going to say she's not the biggest, but that's because none of them are the biggest compared to International Guy, and Amber Star was quite close to International Guy in the paddock. That is Amber Star. She looked fine, homebred of Sir Robert Ogden's, out of a Galileo mare, Natural Bloom. I thought she could show quite a round action here last time, Niall, as though this ground would be as fast as she wants it. I don't think it's very fast ground. I think it's just there's certainly no jar in it, but I just thought a good deal of improvement were needed for her to get in on the act in this race, and she just, looking at her, she does lack a little bit of scope, despite the fact that I was put away by thinking she was quite small, standing next to the enormous International Guy.
How would you like to be a stall handler, because they will have a rugby match with International Guy, and last couple of attempts International Guy has won.
Yes, and it'll be a long ban for him if he doesn't go in the stalls today. He's been withdrawn twice, refusing to go in, and he's an enormous horse. I'm not surprised he gives trouble, because he probably barely squeezes in. Coup de Gold.
He's a human, he'd be Eddie Fremantle.
Well, yeah, maybe, but he can probably run a bit. I can't run. Coup de Gold just went in there, an ex-Haggis horse who has been bought by David Thompson for 20 to join David Thompson back in May for 20,000. Was a little bit sweaty.
20 seconds remaining.
Possibly needs the run, but went in the stalls fine. There's Siglo 6, whose name is apparently
10 seconds
cigar,
remaining.
which is interesting because John Livick normally names his horses after tennis terms. But I don't think
3,
Siglo
2,
6 is a tennis
1.
term. Although 6, I was thinking, it's something to do with 6 games in a set to win a set, but it's not. It's a cigar, a Havana cigar. It's by Havana Gold.
Your knowledge knows no bounds. Royal Welcome, Marcus 76. If you ran the handicap, would you make any appeal?
It depends what she was running against.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Do you think she's feasibly treated that?
Yes, on turf. I'm not sure she ran particularly well on the all-weather last time. I thought her turf run at Redcar was fine, and I think she'll probably win today, given if she runs as well as that. If she gets and I don't think there'll be a problem with the extra furlong.
We've been here before with the International Guy.
Yeah.
Just always gives the impression he knows exactly what.
Well, he will have to be an International Guy, won't he? Because if he doesn't go in today, he'll have to go to Jersey,
Laytown,
or Guernsey, or Laytown. There's only one chance at Laytown, isn't there? At least you get a few chances at the other place. So yeah, he'll have to go travelling somewhere. Go on, go in, please.
I don't think he's got one of his 3 devices on him.
No. Just want him to go in.
It's not like I don't think he looks scared or frightened by them. He just looks like, I don't want to do it.
No, and it's, I feel extremely sorry for the connections of this horse, because he's shown ability in his runs, and this is a real problem, isn't it? Because I think he'll get a 6-month ban if he doesn't go in. So He's obviously had the stalls test, otherwise he wouldn't be allowed to be doing this.
Yeah.
So he's behaved enough for stalls tests, but when on the big day, he's fluffing his lines again.
So all the support, there were joint favourites when it came to it.
Yeah, astonishing support for Gazzy. That's powerful stable, expensive purchase, very well bred. Everything says she ought to win races, apart from the pretty ordinary run at Doncaster last back end.
Okay, we'll find out shortly. Eva Maria, the other Richard Fahey runner, it's due to go into stall 2. International guy at the back, then whether they'll give him one more. Yeah, they've got a hood on him, so they'll give him one more chance towards the end. See if he will go into stall 8. Amber Star still out of line, she's due to go into stall 4.
Yeah, and of course if International Guy doesn't go in, which could be very likely, leave 7 runners with the bookmakers, but anybody having a bet each way in this race before that should have done their homework and seen International Guy might have done this, and really they should have noticed. So you can't really feel too sorry for anybody who's had an each way bet if he doesn't go in, can you?
No. Right, he's got the blindfold on. Let's get back up to Gareth in case they do go without it.
Thanks, Niall. Yeah, it's not looking overly promising at the moment, is it, for International Guy? He'll get another chance here. Gazia going in. And plenty rests on the International Guy heading forward, because if he doesn't, we're only going to have 7 runners. So, will he or won't he? International Guy is in, just about. Oh, he's backed out. Oh, he was so close. He's backed out now. The hood going on once more. Surely worth another try if he cooperates as well as he did a minute or so back. All of the others are now in. So, International Guy with the strength of nearly half a dozen stalls handlers, and the rider on top. I suppose now he knows what's in front of him. All of the others waiting patiently and well, standing completely still. He's nearly in, he's halfway there. Yeah, goodness me, they're working hard, aren't they, with this International Guy, and as Eddie was saying, hopefully he does compete, because each way betting terms will be brought down to just the first 2 if he doesn't, but he's almost there, isn't he? So the runners still waiting for International Guy. He's 3/4 of the way there. Bit by bit. Just one more push. Well done to all of the others as well, standing so still. It wouldn't take much to put International Guy off, evidently, and they've all stood still and kept the stalls as quiet as they can be, because when they do start moving around they can rattle, can be a little unsettling for a nervy horse. He's so nearly there. And that looks as if it is a case of job done. Lined up.
The market has gone in
Great
play.
work by the stalls handlers there. International Guy breaks out a little slowly, is at the back end of the field early for the Sri Lanka Wonder of Asia EBF Novice Stakes over the round mile. Away well, Royal Welcome along the inside of Lady Sebastian. They are the first 2. A length back to find Coupe de Gold running just about in third, with in between horses Amber Star, and over to the inside the half-sister to James Garfield, Eva Maria, the Richard Fahey newcomer.